I really like the trailer of Hogwarts Legacy. It looks like all I ever wanted from a game in one of my favorite franchises. An open world, single player RPG with hopefully a good balance between having a social life, going to class, and going on an adventure and fighting fantastical creatures. In this video, I want to go over all the information that we got for the game right now, including details from 2 years ago when the game leaked, and we also had a very detailed description that seems to be true still. So a lot to go over. A like on the video would really help the channel out. And let's go. Let's start with one of the most important things, and that is that this is our story inside a 19th century version of the Harry Potter world. Although this will of course mean that characters from the books will not all be in the game, because they simply weren't born yet. Although Dumbledore should be alive at this point, so maybe he will be in the game. Either way, at the start of the trailer we likely see our own character arrive in the carriage. Although I'm sure we get to create this character first. And we already got a glimpse at what this create a character feature might look like. At least this is what the developers were aiming for back in 2018 when the game got leaked. But I'm sure that a lot has changed since then. But we actually see a lot of different characters as kind of the main character in this trailer. Already hinting at the fact that there will be multiple ways we can make the character that we want. So instead of starting in year 1, we will actually be a late 5th year student to Hogwarts, according to the information that was published with the leaked trailer, and we will also have an impact on the original story that this game will tell. Players will encounter missions and scenarios that will pose difficult choices and determine what they stand for, says the Q&A website, and the trailer hinted at that too, that we choose how to use our power, what form it will take. And actually also at the start of the game, so when we get out of the carriage, we choose our house. So seems like the hat will not choose for us, although I hope that is also an option, that if you do not have a preference, you let the hat decide, or if you want to play by the Harry Potter rules. And the house that you pick should obviously have a big impact on the experience, you would think, right? Although they did note that they will share more information about this part of the game at a later time. We do see that it of course impacts the color of your robe and your outfit, which of course makes sense. But no matter the house that we choose, we will still possess this strange type of magic that makes us able to track an ancient power according to that leaked information. And in the trailer we see this rune at some point in a cave when the bridge gets created. And we actually got Robert on the Harry Potter game Reddit saying that this rune indicates that the cave with these runes holds an ancient magic that will be rediscovered and reborn, like put to new use. And I will leave a link to his analysis in the video description for if you want to check it out. It's quite fascinating. He overall thinks that we will likely have to find this power and attain it before the antagonist can. And in the trailer we already saw an evil wizard with a mask, and then also a playable character fighting that wizard later on. Or there seem to be multiple wizards with the same look. Maybe this is the main enemy faction that is also after this ancient power. And we actually saw many different enemies that we can expect in this game, like the Inveri, so basically humans brought back to life by dark wizards with necromancy. The Mentors seem to be in the game, and is this Azkaban that we can actually go to as well? That would be awesome. We saw a dragon, a huge troll. And by the way, interesting how we already saw this boss fight in the 2018 trailer as well. Actually, many elements from that leaked trailer are now back in this PlayStation 5 trailer. And of course the game will also be coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC as well, as you see right here. No, but overall it's cool that apart from the school we also get to freely explore things outside of Hogwarts, like Hogsmeade, the village nearby that we briefly see. We also got extra images of our player character getting a wand at what looks like Ollivander's wand shop. So this could hint at the Diagon Alley being in the game as well, which of course makes a ton of sense, but yeah, you still want to see it of course. And I'm really curious what the progression will be like. Will we return to the wand shop to buy a better wand with like money we earn in the game, or maybe we unlock a better wand from a specific mission? The Forbidden Forest should also be accessible, and in the key art we actually see the Whomping Willow there to the right. Like, if this is really the outside area that we can explore at any time, then that would be awesome. Or maybe explore everything on the back of a hippogriff, as we saw in the small footage. Although, right now I think that this is just a particular main mission where we will fly around. Would be cool if we can do that at any point, of course. And we got a screenshot of this as well with a character that looks a lot like Harry Potter, but is obviously not him. But yeah, if you want to roleplay as Harry Potter, I think you should be able to do it with the create a character feature. Overall, taming these creatures should be a big part of the game, and one of the things we learn in class, besides making potions and also learning new spells. So the leaked information from 2018 also notes that we can become one of 8 different wizard types. So I'm curious if that is still in the game, because that seems like quite a lot. And also I'm curious what those different wizard types will then be. And if you combine that with the story choices that will be present and the house you choose at the start, I think we could say that the game will likely have a ton of replayability, where your second playthrough could be completely different. I really hope we also have like a social system where we can maybe romance other students or befriend them. In the Q&A they mentioned that we will grow our characters' abilities, master powerful spells, hone combat skills, and also select companions to help them face off deadly enemies. So maybe you have a party of other characters with you while exploring the world beyond Hogwarts. The possibilities are endless, as so far the trailer has shown a lot that makes it seem like this will be the most complete Harry Potter game ever, even if it of course doesn't include Harry Potter. Also important news is that J.K. Rowling is not directly involved, so this will not be a new story from her, but it's really like created by Avalanche, the developer behind this project. And to be honest, like, if she was really pulling the strings, it would have been harder for me to support the game. As you might know, she was in the news for her very shitty transphobic comments portraying transgender people as not real men or women. So I get it when people don't want to support the game, because she will indirectly get money from this. But I really feel that the developers had no wrong intentions with this game. They started in 2017, worked on it for 3 years, and then you suddenly got J.K. Rowling saying these horrible things that you got no control over. Sources working on the game told Bloomberg, even before Hogwarts Legacy was announced, that J.K. Rowling has very little direct involvement in this project. I'm extremely excited about Avalanche version of this world, their vision. I'll be following it here on the channel. I will keep you up to date. I again get it if you don't want to support the game. I also agree that J.K. Rowling is like being a horrible person. I obviously don't like ending a video on this note, and hopefully I do not have to do it in the future. I can just focus on the game, but really you can't cover Harry Potter right now and not talk about J.K. Rowling, I think, in a way. So, curious to hear your take, keep it civil, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for more videos on Hogwarts Legacy. A like on the video would really help the channel out. And don't check out my previous video on other 2021 games, because this game is of course coming in 2021, because that year is going to be insane. For now, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.